Have you ever caught yourself wondering if that special guy in your life sees you as more than just a friend? Sometimes his actions speak louder than words, but how do you decode them? Stick around, because today, we're uncovering 10 sure signs that he's totally into you. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. On Mind Matters, we bring you the insights you need to navigate relationships and personal growth. Let's get started. 1. He makes time for you no matter what. When a guy likes you, his actions often speak louder than words, and one of the biggest signs is the way he prioritizes you. No matter how busy his life gets, whether he's swamped with work, juggling family commitments, or simply caught up in the chaos of everyday life, he somehow always manages to make time for you. This doesn't just mean grand gestures like planning elaborate dates or spending an entire weekend with you. Sometimes it's the little things that truly show his interest. For example, he might rearrange his schedule just to grab coffee with you, or he'll call you on his way home from work, even if it's just for a few minutes. Pay attention to how he responds when you need him. Does he show up when you're having a tough day? Does he take the time to listen to your rants or offer support when you're feeling low? If he consistently makes you feel like a priority, even when it's inconvenient for him, it's a clear sign that you hold a special place in his life. On the flip side, it's worth noting that effort goes both ways. People don't magically find time, they make it for the things and people that matter. If he's going out of his way to include you in his life, you can bet it's because he sees you as someone worth investing in, more than just a friend. And here's the kicker. He won't make excuses. Even if he's genuinely busy, he'll find small ways to remind you that you're on his mind. Maybe he sends you a quick text to check in, shares a meme to make you laugh, or tells you he's thinking about you. All of these actions add up to one big truth. He likes you, and he's making sure you know it. 2. He remembers the little things about you. A guy who likes you doesn't just listen to what you say, he remembers it. And not just the big, obvious stuff like your favorite movie or your birthday, but the tiny details that most people would overlook. Maybe you casually mentioned your love for chai over coffee weeks ago, and the next time you meet, he surprises you with your favorite tea blend. Or perhaps you told him about a random childhood memory, and months later, he brings it up in conversation as if it's been etched in his mind. This attention to detail shows that he's not just hearing you, he's truly paying attention. It's like he's creating a mental scrapbook of all the little things that make you unique, and he treasures it because those details help him feel closer to you. Think about how he reacts to your preferences. Does he remember how you take your coffee? The kind of music you listen to when you're stressed? Or even the way you prefer to spend your weekends? When he recalls these things, it's not just about being thoughtful. It's his way of showing that he values what's important to you. It goes even deeper when he brings up things you didn't think he'd notice. Maybe he comments on how you always get excited talking about your dreams, or how you've been wearing that same necklace for years because it holds sentimental value. These observations prove that he's not just focused on the surface. He genuinely wants to know and understand you. At the end of the day, remembering the little things is more than just a sign of a good memory. It's a reflection of how much you mean to him. He's telling you, without words, that you're not just another person in his life. You're someone he's genuinely invested in, someone he wants to know better and connect with on a deeper level. 3. He compliments you more than others. Compliments are often one of the most subtle yet powerful ways to express admiration. When a guy likes you, his compliments will feel different, more meaningful and specific, because they come from a place of genuine affection. It's not just the generic, you look nice or great job kind of praise. Instead, he'll notice and highlight things about you that others might overlook. For example, he might tell you how much he loves the way your laugh lights up a room, or how your sense of humor makes even a dull day enjoyable. His compliments are not just about your appearance, but also about your personality, your quirks, and the way you make him feel. You'll also notice that he compliments you more frequently than anyone else. He might casually mention how amazing you look in a color you're wearing, or how he admires your confidence in handling a tough situation. These little remarks, often sprinkled throughout your interactions, show that he's paying attention and appreciates you on a deeper level. Another key sign? He'll tailor his compliments to make you feel special. For instance, instead of saying, "You're smart," he might say, "I love how you always have a unique perspective on things. It's so refreshing." This kind of specificity isn't random. It's his way of letting you know that he values who you are as an individual. And let's not forget the tone. His compliments will often carry a sincerity that makes you stop and think, wow, he really means it. Whether it's a heartfelt, you're amazing at what you do, or a playful, how do you manage to look so good even on a Monday? His words are designed to make you feel good about yourself. If his compliments make you feel seen, valued, and appreciated, it's a sure sign he sees you as more than a friend. 4. He gets jealous subtly. Jealousy is one of those emotions that can be hard to hide, even for the most composed person. When a guy likes you, he might not openly express his jealousy, but subtle signs often give him away. For example, if you mention hanging out with another guy, watch his reaction. Does he suddenly get quiet, change the subject, or ask a lot of questions about who the guy is? He might try to play it cool, but his curiosity or discomfort will slip through. Even a joking, "Oh, so he's your new best friend now?" can hint at a bit of insecurity. Another common sign is when he tries to subtly compete for your attention. If he notices you laughing at another guy's joke, he might double down on making you laugh harder, or redirect the conversation back to the two of you. This isn't about being possessive. It's more about wanting to feel like he holds a special place in your life. Pay attention to how he acts around other men in your life. Does he seem a little extra attentive or affectionate when someone else is in the picture? Jealousy doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be as simple as him wanting to remind you, in his own way, that he's there for you and wants to be the one who makes you smile. At its core, this subtle jealousy stems from him caring about you and feeling protective of the connection you share. While it's important to ensure these feelings don't cross healthy boundaries, a little bit of jealousy can be a strong indicator that he sees you as more than just a friend. 5. He prioritizes communication. A guy who's interested in you will go out of his way to keep the lines of communication open. He doesn't just text you occasionally. He actively reaches out, starts conversations, and makes sure they don't fizzle out. One of the clearest signs is when he texts you first. Whether it's a simple good morning, or a random message about something that reminded him of you, it shows he's thinking about you and wants to stay connected. And it's not just about texting. He might call you, send you funny memes, or share songs he thinks you'll like, just to keep the conversation flowing. He also responds promptly to your messages, even when he's busy. If he can't reply right away, he'll let you know and follow up as soon as he can. This level of consideration shows that your conversations are important to him. Another sign is the way he engages during your chats. He doesn't just reply with one-word answers. He asks questions, shares stories, and genuinely wants to know more about your day, your feelings, and your life. He listens actively and remembers details from previous conversations, proving that he's not just talking for the sake of it. He's truly invested in getting to know you better. Communication isn't just about frequency. It's about quality. If he's prioritizing meaningful, thoughtful interactions with you, it's a strong indication that you're on his mind and in his heart. 6. He gets nervous around you. No matter how confident a guy might seem, when he's around someone he truly likes, nervousness can creep in. It's often subtle, but if you pay attention, you'll notice the little tells. He might fidget with his hands, adjust his hair, or suddenly become hyper-aware of his posture. His voice might crack, or he might stumble over his words when trying to say something impressive. Even the most composed person can lose a bit of their cool in front of someone they care about. You might also notice him overthinking his actions. For example, he might double-check what he's saying to ensure it doesn't come off wrong, or he might pause before replying to a text to make sure his response is perfect. These small signs of self-consciousness are his way of trying to put his best foot forward because your opinion matters to him. Another common sign is when he overcompensates. He might try to impress you with stories, jokes, or accomplishments, but deep down, he's doing it to mask his nervous excitement about being around you. At the end of the day, these moments of nervousness aren't a bad thing. They're a genuine reflection of how much he values your presence. If he's a little jittery or awkward around you, it's because he's afraid of messing up in front of someone he sees as more than just a friend. 7. He goes out of his way to make you laugh. Humor is one of the most powerful ways to connect with someone, and if a guy likes you, he'll make it his mission to see you smile. Whether it's cracking jokes, sharing funny memes, or playfully teasing you, he'll use humor as a way to build a deeper bond. You'll notice he puts extra effort into making you laugh compared to others. He might tell a story in a way that's exaggerated just to make you chuckle, or he'll quickly pick up on what kind of jokes or humor you enjoy and tailor his efforts to match your vibe. Sometimes it's not even about the jokes themselves, it's about his reaction when you laugh. Watch how his face lights up when he hears your laughter or sees your smile. It's like he takes personal pride in being the reason behind your happiness. He might also use humor as a way to lighten the mood during serious conversations or when you're feeling down. This isn't just about being funny. It's about showing that he cares and wants to make your life a little brighter. When a guy is constantly going out of his way to make you laugh, it's a strong indicator that he's invested in your happiness and wants to stand out as someone who brings joy to your life. 8. He acts protective around you. When a guy likes you, he often feels an instinctive need to protect you, both emotionally and physically. This doesn't mean he'll turn into an overbearing superhero, but his actions will subtly show that he cares about your well-being. For example, he might walk on the side closest to traffic when you're out together or offer his jacket when it's chilly. If you're in a crowded space, he might subtly position himself to ensure you're comfortable and safe. These gestures, though small, reveal his desire to take care of you. It's not just physical safety he's concerned about. Emotionally, he'll want to make sure you're okay too. If you're upset, he'll be there to listen, comfort you, and even offer advice if you need it. If someone says something hurtful to you, he might get defensive or step in to stand up for you. This protective behavior isn't about control. It's about his natural inclination to look out for someone he deeply cares about. When a guy goes out of his way to ensure you're safe and happy, it's a clear sign that he sees you as more than just a friend. 9. He introduces you to his inner circle. When a guy likes you, he wants you to be a part of his world, and that includes introducing you to the people who matter most to him, his friends and family. This step is significant because it shows he's not just thinking about the present. He's imagining you as part of his future. He might start by casually bringing you around his friends during a hangout. Pay attention to how he acts during these moments. Does he go out of his way to include you in conversations? Does he seem proud to have you there? If his friends seem to know a lot about you already, it's a sign he's been talking about you when you're not around. When it comes to family, the stakes are even higher. Meeting his parents, siblings, or other relatives is a big deal because it means he values their opinion and wants them to know the person who's special to him. Introducing you to his inner circle is his way of saying, "You're important to me, and I want the people I care about to see how amazing you are too." It's a bold move that clearly shows his feelings go beyond friendship. 10. He talks about the future with you in it. A guy who likes you doesn't just live in the moment. He envisions a future with you in it. Whether it's subtle or direct, he'll find ways to include you in his plans, no matter how far off they might be. For instance, he might casually say things like, "We should check out that new restaurant sometime," or "You'd love this place I visited last year. We should go there together." These little comments show that he's not just thinking about spending time with you now, but also imagining future moments together. It's even more telling when he talks about bigger plans, like attending events months down the line or traveling together. If he's comfortable discussing long-term goals or dreams and naturally includes you in those conversations, it's a sign he sees you as someone he wants to keep in his life. This forward-thinking behavior reflects his desire for stability and connection with you. He's not just passing time, he's building something meaningful, and he wants you to be a part of it. When a guy talks about a future that involves you, he's giving you a glimpse into how much you mean to him. When a guy likes you more than a friend, his actions often speak louder than his words. From the way he remembers the smallest details about you to how he prioritizes your happiness and includes you in his future plans, his feelings become evident through his consistent behavior. The key is to pay attention to the little things, how he treats you differently, how much effort he puts into making you feel valued, and how often you find yourself at the center of his thoughts and actions. These signs, whether subtle or obvious, reveal that his feelings go deeper than friendship. If you've noticed many of these signs, it might be time to reflect on your own feelings and decide how you'd like to move forward. Remember, mutual communication and understanding are the foundation of any meaningful relationship. So, what do you think? Does someone in your life come to mind after hearing these signs? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mind Matters for more insights into relationships and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.